Welcome to World Alert Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The skies over Luzon thundered with the unmistakable sound of jet engines, echoing across the lush tropical landscape and signaling a moment of historic significance. Moments later, A-10 Thunderbolt IIs, better known as Warthogs, touched down at Clark Air Base, their rugged frames glinting in the sunlight as they landed on Philippine soil. This is breaking news for August 24, 2025. American warplanes have arrived at a historic Philippine base, marking a pivotal development in the region's security landscape. This is no routine visit. It's a bold and unmistakable message sent across the South China Sea, now officially referred to as the West Philippine Sea in Manila, at a time of growing uncertainty. The arrival of these jets marks a new and significant phase in the U.S. Philippines alliance, an alliance that is being tested by rising tensions and shifting power dynamics throughout the Indo-Pacific. Under the blazing tropical sun, the Warthogs taxied in, watched closely by Filipino and American troops standing shoulder to shoulder, a powerful symbol of unity and shared purpose. This deployment is a direct response to escalating tensions just off the Philippine coast, where territorial disputes and military maneuvers have raised the stakes for everyone involved. It's a tangible, unmistakable show of American commitment, steel, engines and firepower now firmly planted on Philippine soil, ready to defend and deter. The world is watching closely, as this move has the potential to shift the balance in a high-stakes regional contest, drawing attention from allies and rivals alike. The timing could not be more critical, with the Philippines facing mounting pressure from China over disputed waters and sovereignty claims. The A-10s are here to deter aggression, sending a clear signal that the Philippines does not stand alone in this volatile environment. For many Filipinos, the sight of these planes brings reassurance, a visible reminder of the alliance's strength, and also a sobering awareness of the risks that come with living so close to potential conflict. The roar of the A-10s is more than just noise, it's the sound of a treaty alliance in action, a promise made real in the face of uncertainty. This moment is about more than hardware and military might. It's about strategy, diplomacy, and the ongoing struggle to maintain peace and stability in a region where the future is anything but certain. The impact of this deployment will echo far beyond Clark Air Base, resonating across the contested waters of the West Philippine Sea and shaping the security environment for years to come. The A-10 squadron's arrival at Clark Air Base was no accident. It was a calculated show of force. Once a major U.S. outpost, Clark's renewed role is deeply symbolic. American and Filipino pilots shook hands on the tarmac, launching a new era of joint training. The goal: seamless interoperability, two forces operating as one. Clark's location on Luzon offers rapid access to the South China Sea's flashpoints. By positioning A-10s here, the U.S. demonstrates it can project power quickly in support of its ally. For locals, the return of American jets brings both nostalgia and a sense of renewed importance. The deployment is smaller than in the past, but its message is unmistakable. The Philippines is once again at the center of a global power contest with its oldest ally visibly at its side. The A-10 deployment is a direct response to China's growing maritime presence near the Philippines. Nearly 100 Chinese vessels, including Coast Guard and maritime militia, now swarm Philippine waters in the Spratlys. These gray zone tactics block Filipino fishermen and harass patrols, aiming to assert control without open conflict. The standoff at Second Thomas Shoal is especially tense, with Filipino Marines under constant threat. China's pressure is relentless, making resupply missions dangerous and raising the risk of escalation. The Philippines has turned to the U.S. for support, as its own forces are outnumbered. The A-10s at Clark are a visible counterweight, signaling the Philippines is not alone in this struggle. At the heart of this alliance is the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty. Its promise: an attack on one is an attack on both. For years its application to the South China Sea was unclear, but now, Washington has made it explicit. Any armed attack on Philippine forces in the South China Sea will trigger U.S. commitments. The A-10s are a physical manifestation of this promise. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, allows U.S. forces to rotate through bases like Clark. This arrangement enables rapid, flexible deployments without permanent bases. Today, both nations see the alliance as essential to countering China's challenge to the rules-based order. The Warthogs at Clark are not just visitors, They're part of a treaty-bound strategy for regional stability. The arrival of the A-10S marks the beginning of an intensive period of joint training between U.S. and Filipino forces. This moment is more than just a show of military hardware, it's a symbol of partnership and shared commitment to regional security. On the ground, maintenance crews from both nations collaborate closely, exchanging technical expertise and learning from each other. These hands-on experiences help build vital skills for the Philippine Air Force, ensuring that knowledge is transferred and capabilities are enhanced for future operations. In the skies above, A-10S and FA-50S fly side by side, practicing complex close air support and coordinated strike missions. These joint maneuvers improve interoperability, allowing both air forces to operate seamlessly together in real-world scenarios. On the ground, Filipino Joint Terminal Attack Controllers train to call in simulated airstrikes, honing their critical communication and coordination skills. This training is essential for effective air-ground integration during actual combat situations. These exercises do more than just improve tactics. They forge trust and personal bonds between soldiers. Alliances are built on shared sweat, mutual respect, and the experience of working side by side, not just on formal treaties. Realistic training scenarios boost readiness and deterrence, sending a clear message to potential adversaries that both nations stand united and prepared to defend their interests. Each mission, each briefing, and each patrol strengthens collective defense and deepens operational integration, making the alliance more effective and resilient. The skills and trust built here are a direct investment in the security of the Philippines and the broader region, ensuring both nations are ready to face evolving challenges together. The message is clear: the U.S. and Philippines are a cohesive fighting team, united by shared values and purpose, not just allies on paper. This unity and visible cooperation serve as a powerful deterrent to aggression in the West Philippine Sea, reinforcing peace and stability in the region. The A-10 Thunderbolt II, Warthog, is no ordinary jet. Built for close air support, it's a flying tank, rugged, survivable, and devastatingly effective. Its massive 30mm GAU-8 Avenger cannon can shred tanks and fortifications, firing nearly 4,000 rounds per minute. The A-10 carries a heavy payload of bombs and missiles, able to hit a wide range of targets. Its titanium bathtub protects the pilot, and redundant systems keep it flying even when damaged. In the West Philippine Sea, the A-10 is ideal for targeting small naval craft or supporting Marines on contested islands. Its ability to loiter makes it perfect for patrol and reconnaissance. Deploying the A-10 is a deliberate choice. It's built for messy, close-in fights, not just high-tech warfare. The Warthog's presence is a clear symbol of America's commitment to defend its partners on the front lines. The arrival of A-10S at Clark Air Base is a clear demonstration of dynamic force employment, a new U.S. military strategy that emphasizes agile, flexible, and unpredictable deployments. This approach is designed to keep both allies and adversaries on their toes, signaling that American forces can appear where needed, when needed, without warning. Rather than relying on large, permanent bases, the U.S. now rapidly moves smaller, highly capable units to key strategic locations for limited periods. This allows American forces to project power and respond quickly to emerging threats, while also reducing their vulnerability to attack. By keeping adversaries guessing about where and when U.S. forces might appear, this strategy maintains a credible deterrent at a lower cost. It also ensures that American military power remains flexible and difficult to predict, complicating any hostile planning. The deployment of A-10S not only reassures the Philippines of U.S. commitment, but also sharpens joint operational capabilities through combined exercises. It sends a strong, unmistakable message to China and other regional actors about American resolve. Now, Beijing must factor in the sudden, unpredictable presence of combat-proven U.S. aircraft in any potential contingency. This added uncertainty forces Chinese planners to reconsider their options and timelines. The unpredictability of these deployments complicates China's military calculations and significantly raises the cost and risk of any aggressive action in the region. The A-10S are just one part of a much broader pattern. U.S. bombers regularly fly to Guam, fighters rotate through Japan, and Navy ships patrol the South China Sea, all as part of a coordinated effort. Each of these moves is a carefully considered piece of a larger strategy designed to keep the Indo-Pacific region free, open, and secure for all nations. The Warthogs at Clark are the latest visible signal that the U.S. is present, adaptable, and always ready to respond to any challenge in the region. Ultimately, regional stability and peace depend on this visible, resilient American presence, one that reassures allies, deters adversaries, and upholds the rules-based order in the Indo-Pacific. The A-10 deployment brings real benefits to both the Philippines and the U.S. For the Philippines, training with advanced U.S. assets modernizes its military and builds new capabilities. The alliance provides a strategic shield, letting Filipino leaders negotiate and patrol with greater confidence. Local communities also benefit from economic activity around bases like Clark. For the U.S., a strong Philippines is a cornerstone of its Indo-Pacific strategy. Access to bases like Clark enhances America's ability to respond to crises and protect vital sea lanes. The alliance strengthens a regional security network with partners like Japan, South Korea, and Australia. By standing with the Philippines, the U.S. reassures all its allies of its reliability. This trust encourages collective action to uphold a rules-based order. The partnership is a win-win for both nations and the region. The A-10s at Clark signal a new era for regional security in Southeast Asia. The U.S.-China rivalry is playing out here, with the Philippines at the center. Expect more dynamic deployments, more joint exercises, and a deepening U.S. Philippines alliance. This partnership counters China's attempts to dominate the South China Sea. The goal: prevent conflict by making aggression too costly, creating a stable, if tense, balance. Public opinion in the Philippines is mixed, with some wary of foreign military presence. The government must balance alliance needs with national interests and independence. Open communication and mutual benefit are key to sustaining support. The events at Clark show a shared commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. The alliance is strong, and its resolve will be tested, but for now, it holds firm.